بسم الله والحمد لله وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبع هداه. Today I'm so happy to say this speech for the Mappila Kala Academy Qatar in regard to the International Day of the Arabic Language, and we will speak about the Arabic language and its relation to India and Kerala especially. So we know the Arabic language is a very, very old language, and it's a huge language, and by the linguistic studies it is the widest language on the world. And we know this language has come to India from so long time. We know that the Arabic language and Islam has entered to India from more than 1,400 years. And as we know that until today there is a script in India known as Malayalam Arabic text. So there is a good relation between the Arabs and the Indian. When the Arabs came to India, the Indians were so welcoming, and a lot of them had trading with the Indians, with the Arabs, and they liked the Arabic language. They liked the attitude of Arabs. And we know that so many Arabs, they have their families until now. They live in India. I know some Yemenis, for example, their grandfather and their grandfather, they are from Yemen originally, but they still live in India. They like India. And we know so many Indians, they live here in the GCC, Gulf countries. They like the country, they like the Arabic culture. They have so many good trading between the GCC, and there are just so many good relations we see between the Arabs and the Indian. And you know, another thing is that there are now some of the cultural similarities. For example, we have some of the words in GCC, they are taken from India. Some of the foods like the chai or the parota, or still the Arabs now they like it. And we have similar foods like the rice, biryani, things like that. So what we want to say is that for this opportunity, we want to remind ourselves of this history between the Arabs and the Indians, so that we have this opportunity to remind the effects of Arabs on the Indians and the effects on Indians on Arabs. The Arabs, a lot of the Arabs, they had tradings with Indians before, like we have our grandfather and the people before, they want to go by boats to India. They make trades and they come back. So it's a good opportunity to remind ourselves of these good relations.
Okay.
Another thing I want to mention is that there is a good interaction between the Arabs and the Indians, as we see that there are a lot of people who really like the Arabic language. As what I know recently, that there are postgraduate studies in Arabic in India, and there are people who got the first ranks in those postgraduate studies who were not Muslims, but they are Indians. And also one of the effects that show the Arabic effect in India, there are Arabic words in the Indian language. Like, you know, there are so many words, some of them like adalat, like qalam, maktab, khazana, and other words in the, we have like wakil, other words we have that the Indians use in their language. They like also some of the cultural things like wearing the thobe, taking a lot of the Arabic cultural things to India. This shows that us here as Arabs, we are, alhamdulillah, welcoming people. So many Indians, they come to the GCC, they live to the GCC. I know a lot of people who lived here more than 30, 40 years. This is a big sign that they come to the Arabs and they feel happy. And a lot of them are not Muslims. It's not about the only Muslim interaction between the Arabs and the Indian. It is you know, an interaction between humans, between cultures. This is also happened, and we know from some of the historical books that even there were some of the tabi'een, some of our like Salaf, people from before, went to Hind, and they some of them they passed away there in India. And also for us as Arabs, and if we want to talk about the studies in Arabic, in Islamic studies, wow, this is we cannot end. There are so many Indian scholars. We as Arabs, we don't neglect this. There are so many Indian scholars. We really thank them. We ask Allah for mercy for them, like Dahlawi, Kandilwi, a lot of families there. They have so many scholars. Until now, they have so many scholars in Hadith, Aqidah, Tafsir, Arabic language, and even in the Indian government, there are Arabic classes in the schools. This is a very good thing. Let's take this opportunity of the International Day of Arabic to bring this interaction as a peaceful interaction between the Arabs and the Indian, and take all of the other ways of interaction that are sometimes are not good from some of the people, either Indian or Arabs. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to gather all of us in a peaceful way. Wa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa barak ala nabiyyina Muhammad.